Hello everyone, welcome to How to Electronics. Recently, I got these two boards from Seeedstudio. These two boards are based on Bluetooth Low Energy 5.2 chip called nRF52840 that is manufactured by Nordic Semiconductor. One of the board is called Seeed XIAO BLE and the other board is called Seeed XIAO BLE Sense. There is a difference between these two boards. The second board called Seeed XIAO BLE Sense has IMU Sensor and a PDM Microphone. These small side boards are specially designed for IoT and AI applications. This board is an ideal board to run AI using TinyML and TensorFlow Lite. In this video, we'll cover the following topics. First, we'll learn about the differences between XIAO BLE and XIAO BLE Sense. Then, we'll go through the board designs, pin description and functions. Then, we'll set up an Arduino IDE to use this board. In the first example, we'll write an Arduino code to blink an LED. After that, we'll see how to use ADC Pin to control light intensity. In the third example, we'll check the reading, temperature and humidity value from DHT11 sensor. Finally, in the fourth example, we'll be displaying text on 0.96-inch I2C OLED display. So, this guide is going to be very interesting. So, without getting any further delay, let's begin. This video is sponsored by Altium. Altium Designer is the world's most trusted PCB design system for the last 35 years. Using Altium Designer, you can create a schematic, create PCB, generate Gerber files, and also make a bill of materials. You can create PCB design with an intuitive and powerful interface that connects you to the every aspect of electronics design process. If you want to get started with a free trial, click on the first link in the description. Welcome back again. The Seeed XIAO BLE is developed from a powerful Nordic nRF52840 microcontroller which is designed on Bluetooth 5.2 chipset. The chip is built around 32-bit ARM Cortex M4 CPU operating at a frequency of 64 MHz. It has wireless capabilities like Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, and Zigbee module with an onboard antenna. Due to its small ultra size, it is perfect for wearable devices. The best part about this module is it has ultra-low sleep power consumption of only 5 microampere. It also has a battery charging chip BQ25101 for lithium-ion battery. The board has many interfaces like reset button, UART, I2C, SPI, NFC, SWD, GPIO, ADC, 3-in-1 LED, and a user LED. Like 𝗣𝗿𝗍, it has an onboard 2 MB flash memory. The BLE Sense board has an onboard PDM microphone and 6-axis IMU called LSM6D-SR3TR. And the board is breadboard friendly as well. Literally, you can put this on a breadboard and program it using a USB Type-C cable. Alright, let's see this board pin out. The board has a total of 14 pins, a total number of 11 GPIO pins from D0 to D11. These 11 pins are also digital pins. It has 6 analog pins from A0 to A5. The pins D4 and D5 are I2C pins. The pins D6 and D7 are UART pins. As seen in this pin diagram, D8, D9 and D10 are the part of SPI pins. It has single 5V, 3.3 volt and a GND pin. But remember, the analog digital pins are only 3.3 volt tolerable. So don't supply anything above 3.3 volt. The top side of the board has a reset button, 6 DOF, IMU, Bluetooth, antenna, PDM microphone, RGB LED and power LED. On the back side of the board, there are SWD pins for debugging and reflashing bootloader using J-Link. There are pairs of pins to connect NFC antenna and also 3.7 volt lithium-ion battery. Alright, let's move to the practical part. First, let us set up the Arduino IDE. Connect the XIAO BLE Sense to your computer via USB Type-C cable. Open your Arduino IDE. There is no pre-installed package for nRF52840 board. So we need to install the board on Arduino IDE. To do that, navigate to File, then Preference and fill additional board manager URL with the URL given below. You can get this URL on our website article. Now again go to Tools. Then select Board Manager and search for nRF52840. So here is the board package from Seeedstudio. Install it. After installing, go back. From the board list, select Seeed nRF boards. Then from here, select XIAO BLE or XIAO BLE Sense according to your board. Then from the tools, also select the port. You can get this port number from Device Manager. Finally, the setting of Arduino IDE is completed. Now, let's move to the programming part. We'll blink the onboard LED initially. So go to Examples and open the blink sketch. You don't need to modify anything here. Simply upload this code to the board. Once the code is uploaded, you can see the onboard LED turning on or off after an interval of 1 second. So we are successful now. This verifies that our board is working fine and we can move to the programming part again. That is, we can program the other codes. In the second example, we'll use ADC pin to control the LED brightness. For this, we'll use a potentiometer and a LED with a resistor. The potentiometer will act as an input and the LED will act as an output. You can follow the connection diagram. I used a breadboard for this connection. I connected LED and potentiometer to the XIAO board with the help of jumper wires. Here is the complete code for this setup. We have defined LED pin as 10 and the potentiometer pin as A0. This line is converting the 10-bit ADC value to voltage. Under the loop function, we are reading the input value and converting it into a voltage. Based on input value, we are controlling the LED brightness. So, copy this code and upload it to the XIAO BLE board. After the code gets uploaded, you can open serial monitor and start rotating the potentiometer knob. The serial monitor will display some analog values with the ADC voltage ranging from 0 to 3.3 volt. Similarly, the LED brightness increases or decreases on the basis of potentiometer rotation. So this is how you can control the LED brightness with the ADC pin. Now, let's move to the third example. In this example, we'll use the DHT11 sensor with XIAO BLE board. And then, we'll measure the temperature and humidity. Here is the connection diagram between DHT11 and XIAO BLE board. Connect the VCC and GND pin of the DHT11 sensor to 3.3B and GND pin of XIAO board. And also connect the digital output pin of DHT11 sensor to digital pin 7 of the XIAO BLE board. The code is for reading temperature and humidity value. To use this code with Arduino IDE, you need to install DHT11 library. After the library is added, copy the following code and upload it to the Seeed XIAO board. After uploading the code, open serial monitor and you can see the temperature and humidity data displayed on serial monitor. So this is how you can use DHT11 sensor to read temperature and humidity value. Now, let's move to the fourth example. In this example, we'll interface SSD1306 0.96 inch I2C OLED display with Seeed XIAO board. The connection is fairly simple again as shown in the image here. Connect the VCC and GND of OLED to 3.3 and GND of XIAO board, and also connect the SCL and SDA pin of the OLED to Seeed XIAO I2C pins. To use this code with Arduino IDE, you need to install Adafruit GFX library and also Adafruit SSD1306 library. You can download and add these libraries to the Arduino library folder. Once libraries are added, copy the following code and upload it to the Seeed XIAO BLE nRF52840 board. As soon as the code gets uploaded, the OLED will start displaying the text assigned in the code path. This is how you can use OLED display with Seeed XIAO BLE board and display anything, whatever you like. That's all for today's tutorial. Part 2 or the continuation of this video is coming next. In the next part, we'll learn how to use this board with mobile phone and do the data transfer. Alright, the complete details of this project have been uploaded on the website of How to Electronics. You can get the purchase link, datasheets, source code, program and all other details on this site. In case you have still any questions, comment down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching.